Listen up, because nobody else is gonna tell you this straight. When you're kicking off a new relationship, it's not just about cool dates, slick jokes, or finding your soulmate. If you want her to actually get who you are, to connect with you deeper than just surface level stuff, you gotta sort yourself out first. And here's the blunt truth, most guys totally screw this up from day one. Forget all the rom-com nonsense and dating coaches telling you to sweep her off her feet with big gestures or endless compliments. That stuff's for show, it's a quick spark, not a lasting fire where she truly gets you. What really locks in a woman's understanding of you is your inner strength, your realness, and how well you know yourself. Trust me, if you mess this up, no amount of flirting or chemistry will stop you from being misunderstood and eventually sidelined. Ever had a promising new thing just fizzle out? Or felt like she never quite got the real you? That's because she felt a gap. You weren't putting forward your genuine, solid self. But here's the game-changing idea. By using some ancient Stoic principles, you can build a foundation so clear, so authentic, that she won't just like you, she'll genuinely get you, without you having to play games or try too hard. This isn't just another dating tip, this is the raw, honest truth. This is the secret playbook to make your real character shine through, making deep understanding just happen. And it all starts with you, your mind, your actions, and sticking to who you truly are. Ready to finally build connections where you're truly seen? Let's jump in. Here's the annoying truth most guys miss: you've been fed lies about how new relationships actually work. Society pushes you to chase, to show off, to constantly need her approval. You bend over backward, hide your flaws, try to guess her every wish, and then wonder why she backs off, or why she eventually says, "I don't think we're really clicking." Let me be super clear, you're doing it all wrong. The more you try to twist yourself into what you think she wants, the more you erase the real guy she actually needs to see. She senses the act, the shaky core, and without that, she's left with a ghost, not a person. Women aren't looking for a reflection of their own desires, they're looking for a real man, solid in himself. Think about it, when was the last time you felt totally aligned, your thoughts, words, and actions all matching up, especially in the intense early days of a new connection? If you're like most, you're constantly reacting, trying to win her attention, and in doing so, losing who you actually are. But what if I told you that building an unshakable inner world is the only way to be truly understood and respected? This isn't some new age hack, it's wisdom from thousands of years ago. Stoicism. You might think old books have nothing to do with modern dating. Wrong. Stoicism isn't about being a robot, it's about mastering your inner game. When you stop being a slave to outside reactions, when you can handle the tricky early stages of a relationship with calm, clear focus, that's when she really starts to see you. Not the guy playing silly games, but the man who's grounded, who knows his worth, and doesn't need her to validate his existence. Imagine yourself as a massive oak tree, strong, deep roots, not budging in the wind. Other guys are like little saplings, swaying with every shift in her mood or every little misunderstanding. When she runs into your inner strength, your calm, unbothered vibe, she feels a quiet sense of security. That's what makes you stand out. That's what lets her look past the surface and truly get how deep your character is. Here's a basic truth: women don't want to solve a puzzle, they want to understand a man. The second you stop trying to be a mystery and start being a straightforward, self-controlled guy, is the moment she begins to understand you deeply. She gets curious, intrigued, and most importantly, she starts to respect the guy who knows who he is. Why? Because you're showing her what 99% of other guys can't: true self-mastery. Stoicism is your ultimate tool. It's not about playing tricks on her, it's about making you the best version of yourself. It's about becoming the kind of guy who naturally draws deep understanding and connection, not just by what you say or do, but by the solid person you are. When you master this, everything changes. You'll stop overthinking, stop trying to impress, and just be the man she naturally understands. And guess what? This isn't hard once you really get these ideas. Your dating life, your career, your whole life will level up. So, if you're ready to learn how to become a man who's easily understood and genuinely valued, let's unlock these secrets. Words matter, but your inner state and consistent actions are what truly explain who you are. You can talk all day, but if your inner world is a mess, she'll never truly get you. Here's how Stoicism gives you the keys. Key 1. Your inner fortress, build unshakable calm. In the early days of a new relationship, emotions can go wild. A late text, a confusing comment, a last-minute change of plans, most guys' insides turn into a chaotic mess. They show insecurity, anxiety, or passive aggression, making their image blurry. This tells her you're easily rattled and hard to really figure out. The Stoics talked about an inner fortress, a strong mind that nothing outside can mess with. This key means actively working to control your emotional reactions, especially when her actions aren't exactly what you hoped for. When she's a bit distant, you don't freak out. When a small disagreement pops up, you stay calm, think it through, and don't overreact. You become a steady rock, not a leaf blowing in the wind. When she sees you stay cool and unbothered, she doesn't just admire your composure, she starts to understand that you have a rare and deep inner strength. She gets that you're a guy in charge of himself, which makes you super clear to her. Key 2. Own your story, embrace your emotions. Lots of guys mistakenly think showing too much emotion too soon makes them vulnerable and attractive. Or, they just bottle everything up. Both make things confusing. The Stoics taught that our emotions are our own interpretations, and we own them. We don't blame others for how we feel. This key means taking total ownership of your feelings without dumping them on her. If you feel happy, show it genuinely. If you feel frustrated, acknowledge it inside, then deal with it without making it her problem. Avoid saying stuff like, "You make me feel X," and instead, say, "I feel X when Y happens." This shows you're mature and take responsibility. If you constantly expect her to fix your mood or guess your unsaid feelings, she'll only get a guy who's emotionally immature and needy. But when you own your emotions, you show her you're a complete, self-regulating individual, giving her a clear picture of your emotional intelligence. Key 3. Your clear path, show what you want. New relationships can often be vague, leaving tons of room for misinterpretation. Guys, scared of rejection, often just drift through the early stages without clearly saying what they want or intend, instead hinting, hoping, or waiting for her to lead. This makes you seem unsure or even tricky, ensuring she never truly gets your real purpose. The Stoics valued clear thinking and intentional action. This key means having a compass, a clear idea of where you're heading in the relationship, and showing it with calm, honest clarity. This isn't about being demanding or rushing things, it's about clear communication. If you want to see her again, just say it clearly. If you have a boundary, state it respectfully. If you're looking for something serious, don't pretend you're not. When you act with clear purpose, you give her a direct map of your intentions, leaving no room to guess who you are and what you're after. She'll get that you're a guy with purpose, integrity, and directness. So, there you have it, the 3 Stoic keys to make sure she doesn't just like you, but deeply gets you in new relationships. This isn't about faking it, it's about building the most real, toughest, and easiest to understand version of yourself. You've got the playbook now. Build your inner fortress, unshakable calm. Own your story, embrace your emotions. Show your clear path, project deliberate intent. This isn't just for good relationships, it's about mastering your whole life. When you really apply these Stoic ideas, you become a guy whose depth is obvious, whose presence is magnetic, and whose character connects on a level way beyond just looking good. She won't just like you, she'll truly get you, because you're showing up as your most complete, authentic, and powerful self. Live by these keys. Build your inner strength. Let your real self shine. If this hit home, if you're ready to make sure she gets you and to start living a life of real Stoic power, then smash that subscribe button now and give thumbs up, it will support me. Join a community of guys dedicated to mastering their lives, their relationships, and their future. Don't let her misunderstand you. Start your journey to becoming truly understood and deeply valued today.